Download the AllStar app. Make your picks for UFC fights, challenge your friends, level up and win prizes. Link in description. Get it now. 2024, man. You know, it's been a pretty good year for you. A busy year. You've already fought twice this year.
Yeah.
Man, it's the performances, man. Like, what can you say about them? Have you hit a new level for yourself, you think?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I think after I took that loss, my first loss, it kind of gave me a chance to kind of regroup, see where I needed to be, and see the things that I needed to work on and improve on to get better for. And I think once I just kind of took that time to heal up my body and just really get into the lab and just really work and improve the things that I was lacking on a little bit. You can see the growth in the performance, and especially in the past two fights.
Yeah, let's go to that loss that you had. You know, your first professional loss. You know, you've had an incredible run before that, so the confidence is building, and then you hit a roadblock. Talk about going through that in
Yeah.
a little bit more detail, man, because I think fighters, digging out of holes, man, they're the best at it.
No, 100%. And for me personally, I didn't really feel, too much of a loss. I know it was a decision, but I knew that I fought well, and it was a close fight. I was more disappointed knowing that I could have done more in the fight. Kind of leaving it up to the judges is just you just never know sometimes. So, um, I didn't really feel too down. I still felt that there's a lot of good things that I did, a lot of positives I could take from it, and just more, you know, seeing the areas that I lacked a little bit that I need to get better at. And for me, it wasn't too bad. I was just kind of more eager to get back, and I was kind of excited to like work on the things I want to work on, and then show them, and perform, after the loss. So I think I did a good job with my comeback fight.
Oh, you definitely did, man, and the fight after that, your last fight in April, I believe it was for the title. You go in there, 68 seconds. A lot of stuff. Circumstances. Things on the line. Take us through that night, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great night. Everything fell into place like I imagined it, and not too much pressure. I know win the fight. You got Contender Series on deck. You win the title. It's just hometown. Everything. I was calm. I felt like I was meant to be there, and I felt good going into the cage, and I knew all the preparation and the work that I put in was gonna put me where I was, and everything worked out the way it did. And I'm happy and I'm blessed that I came out kind of unscathed, no injuries or anything. Usually I have long wars, and I got to take at least like a week or two to just to heal. And this one I came up clean and was able to just keep training and keep growing and keep improving. So I've been blessed the way everything's been going and the way that last fight went, for sure.
How important do you think momentum is? I mean, you riding this back-to-back wins, and especially in the last few months, it's huge.
Oh, definitely. I mean, any sport, you could see the switch, the change, when things are going good, you see things outside of your life starting to go good. And, good energy is just so contagious, and it kind of just rubs off. And, we get one and then you get another, and you just kind of keep stacking, keep going. And I mean, it's huge. It's everything, it's hard to have a bad, life outside and then try to fight. It's your fight's not going to be as good. You kind of got to get everything in order. You want your life to be going well. You want to be doing well, and it kind of translates over to fighting.
This fight coming up, the Contender Series, huge opportunity. You're fighting for a contract, and
Um,
do you feel like the pressure? Because some people say the Contender Series is like more pressure than being in the UFC, but then you were fighting in your last fight for the contender spot. So was that more pressure to you? You know what I mean? Like,
right. People talk a lot about the pressure and stuff. I mean, are we back? Sorry, I think someone called me on the phone. I think. Um, no, yeah. I mean, people talk a lot about the pressure, and I know I say it a lot, but it's like other people got real pressure that they deal with on a daily basis. Some people don't have a place to live or food to eat or like. So like if we think about it like relatively, like losing a fight, if that's like my worst, if that's the biggest pressure is me losing a fight, then I'm okay in my life. I'm so blessed to do what I love every day and not have to have to work a 9 to 5, so to speak, or a job that something I'm not really passionate about and I'm forced to do. I'm blessed. Like I think my dad told. Sorry, I got another call. But my dad told me the other day, like, you get paid to work out, dude. Like that's such a blessing. If you think about it in those terms. So not too much pressure. It's a fight. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna fight, and regardless if there's one person or thousands of people, it is what it is. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna have to perform. I'm gonna have to fight, and I'm gonna go in there, and either way, I'm gonna have a good time doing it. So that's kind of how I feel about pressure.
All right. Well, hey, that's a great perspective, man. Very rarely fighters will respond in that way about pressure and things like that, anxiety. Now, the opponent that you have, Bogdan Grad, like, what do you think of him and the fighting style?
He's good, man. He's exciting, right? He's spinning kicks to the face, and he's very explosive. He's coming down from 55, so he's strong. He's a durable dude. He fought on the contenders last year, so he's got the experience. He's been there before. He's familiar with the setup and the week and stuff. So it's gonna be a good test for me. And all these guys at this level are, they're all good. So I'm ready for it. I'm excited for it. I think I've trained with some high level guys. So I just gotta go in there. I gotta execute the plan that I put together, and it's gonna be a good fight. They put two guys that come forward together, so it's gonna be a good fight.
For sure, man. Like, he, like you said, he was
Yeah.
on the Contender Series last year, and now he's getting his second chance, and you have to give him a rude awakening again, I guess, in this fight.
Right, exactly. And that too, right? It's a second chance. Most people don't get second chances, so he's really going to be coming, and he's going to really, really want to win. But so do I. So it's going to be a great fight. We're going to come and we're going to fight for sure.
And preparations for this upcoming fight on Contenders, like, where are you working? Where are you splitting your time?
So I got my strength and conditioning at LJ Performance. Working on more being explosive, being athletic. Fast twitch. A lot of core. Stability stuff. I have my boxing coach Danny. We work together a lot of basic boxing and just technique, kind of just working on like the areas I need to work on, and we've been getting together. And then I do my MMA training at 4 ounce, and I got all my coaches. Um, we got Frank is a MMA boxing coach, then we got Chico, our Muay Thai coach, Joseph, our Jiu Jitsu coach, and then of course you got Daniel, who's kind of the everyone's coach, but he's also training, getting ready too, because he's got a big fight in 2 weeks. So it's a collective effort. We got a lot of good parts. Yeah, I'm excited for Daniel.
Yeah, and like, how helpful is that to have someone like Daniel Pineda in the gym? I mean, he's still fighting, but he's also playing the role as a coach and also like the veteran, and the guy that you could probably go to and ask pretty much anything about the game, right?
I mean, it's one of the biggest reasons why I started training over there. He's someone that is in my weight class in the UFC. Somewhere where I want to go, where I want to be. So to be able to talk to him and bounce ideas, and also see like where I'm at compared to him. If kind of see where I need to get to, different things. Where my level needs to be at in certain areas, and it's such a blessing to be able to train with him. He is so talented, man. I know he's up there and he's getting, closer to the end, but he's got so much juice left, man. That dude is a real problem. Me and him probably have literally been beating the crap out of each other for the, I've been getting ready for his fight, and then my fight, I knew my fight was, a month after his, so we kind of just been getting after it the past 8 weeks, 9 weeks. So I'm excited for him. He looks really good, man. And I'm excited for me too. He's helped elevate my game to a whole nother level. I mean, you can see my past two fights. I started training over there in November, and I had my past two fights have been with it. With 4 ounce and with Daniel, and you can kind of see my game just get turned up a notch.
Yeah, the gym is known for, heavy punchers. That's what it's known for, right? That's the thing.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Josh.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
looked
yeah.
good too
He's
in
yeah.
Denver, man. We were just out there in Denver. Um, so that was a cool experience, kind of just seeing Josh and how he does his thing. And that dude's a beast, bro. That,
Mhm. Oh
that
yeah,
dude's a,
super
he's gonna be a
super
baller,
young.
man. He's
Yeah,
gonna be
super young too. I seen you guys riding around in the scooters. I think that's what I saw. Was that right?
Yeah, we were. Yeah, we were riding around the scooter. We went to some trails and stuff in Colorado, so we were riding some. He's never rode a little scooter, so we were riding around on those scooters, and yeah, it was fun. We had a good time out there. It was beautiful.
Did you feel the elevation when you were there? Did you feel like any kind of struggle?
Yeah, I felt it a little bit. I actually, so I got there a day before everyone, because I flew out of Austin instead of Houston because all the Houston flights got shut down because of the power outage and the storm and stuff. So I flew out of Austin. So I got there a day early, and my friend happened to be in another city in Colorado. So I took a 30-minute flight uh, to go see him, and he works at a golf course, right? So we go to the golf course, and it's in the mountains. So that was 9,000 feet of elevation. So when I was up there, like playing golf and like walking the course, like I felt it. I was like, dang, I can. I really had to like stop for a second to kind of like regain my breathing. So when we got back to Denver the next day, or when I got back to Denver, it was only like 4,500. So like the elevation wasn't as crazy. It's like almost like I got immune to it quick because I was so high up, and then kind of went down. But I definitely felt it. It's just all about controlling your breathing and stuff. And then once I did all that, I was good. It probably took like a day, and I was like, man, I'll go fight. I feel good.
Yo, the golf courses in the mountains, man, they're so beautiful. Like those are the best golf courses I've ever seen. I think, like on in the mountains and
Oh,
shit.
oh yeah, 100%. That was like probably one of, if not the nicest golf course I've ever played on in my life. It was, it was insane. I have so many pictures. Like it was, gosh, I
You're
loved it too.
you're
I had
you're
so
a
much
big
fun.
golfer. How long you been golfing for?
Yeah, probably like 3 years now, maybe. I mean, I kind of did it in high school a little bit, but it wasn't very serious. I was fighting, so I didn't really, I was kind of all in, fighting, and I kind of just needed a hobby. It was really like COVID, like 2020, kind of 2021. COVID happened, and golf was, fighting were like the only things to do, and so I started golfing a lot with my boys, and a lot of my friends are very good. So kind of just learned quick, and I love it. It's so mental and so just, it's God, I can't. It's almost like MMA too. It's crazy, just like how different and similar they are. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I love all sports, but yeah, golf right now is the one I've been playing a lot.
Yeah, for sure, man. Golf is a phenomenal game. You mentioned the storm, man. The hurricane happened in the middle of camp. Like, how did that affect you or the gym or the team?
I mean, the gym was shut down for a week. Um, I keep getting calls, dude. I'm so sorry. um, yeah, the gym was shut down for a week, but I was in Denver that whole week, so the guys came out on Tuesday, and so we just got to training, in Denver. Me and Daniel kind of got after it, and we were rolling all up in Denver, and I probably ran like 30 something miles those 5 days we were there, just running and running, getting used to the altitude, kind of working the cardio. So I mean, it was honestly, no, I mean honestly, if anything, I got like even better work, having to train in the altitude and all the running, kind of giving my cardio and stuff, and you know, it's at the gym anyway. It's pretty much me and Daniel kind of just going at it. So it was same thing, just us in Denver going at it. They have like two mats set up downstairs, and we kind of got after it. You know, yeah, it was fun.
So your expectations, man, for this Contender Series fight. This dude's gonna, like
Yeah,
you said, he's gonna come forward, and you're known to come forward as well. What's your expectation?
I mean the finish and get the contract. I expect myself to go in there and perform like I always do, have some fun, and get him out of there and earn this contract, man. I just I think I'm ready. I think you know my skills are getting to the level and to the point where it needs to be, and like I said, I'm catching that stride. I got that momentum going, and it's just you kind of just got to keep riding that wave and keep going, and it's my time, and I'm just ready. I'm ready to go, and it's a long time coming. It's kind of just something that I told myself that I was gonna do. I'm gonna get to, and it just everything's been working out. And I've just been working hard and letting everything else kind of just figure itself out, and it's been working. And it's nice to see everything is here now. So I'm ready.
Patience is hard, but it does
Yeah.
it does allow you to free your mind a bit. One last thing, man. Going through those fight weeks with like Josh and Daniel, it must benefit you because you kind of go through the motions without actually fighting, right? So when it's your turn, like you understand what to do, like what the fight week looks like, and you just have to worry about the fight.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. It's, being comfortable, is such a big deal. And a lot of people don't like not knowing and the unknown. And, I'm pretty cool with it, but it's definitely a nice sense of like, okay, this is kind of how things are ran and kind of how they are done. But the contender series is a little different. I think you're there a shorter amount of time. They fly you out, and it's on a Tuesday, so it's a little different. I was there though for Jacob Silva's contender series fights. I was in his corner, so I got a little sense of how they run it too and stuff. I mean, it was also COVID, so it was a little different, but yeah, no, it definitely benefits me. It definitely doesn't hinder. It's definitely nice to be around, and um, so when it is my time, and when it's my turn, being in that position that I feel comfortable, like I've been there before.
There you go. August 27th, Contender Series, UFC Apex, Las Vegas. Michael, man, you get your shot. Thank you so much for the time and all the best in the upcoming fight. I know it's going to be a banger no matter what.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for having me, man.